G'day everyone, welcome back to Mars the Mission. It's a nice early morning in May. I think this must be episode 10. Not sure if I said 9 or 10 last episode, but this one's definitely 10. Grab a coffee and we'll get on with our day. Haven't really spent much time across here in the lounge. My TV up at my house is better anyway. Haven't used the cotton harvester yet, but we can't be too many months away from being able to get that going now. Over here, where our awesome BGA is, I'm gonna put in our manure factory. I know we discussed it last month, but A, I didn't really have the money, and B, I didn't have it loaded. Now we have both the money and the mod. I'll leave a little bit of... Wow, I can put it through the dome. A little bit of room for tractors so that they can do a nice loop to load and unload. There we go. No, it doesn't come with any to start with, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll activate it and set it to storing. I'd love to set it to distribute. Actually, I might do that, but we'll get some in, then see if it'll automatically throw it across to the BGA plant that is currently out of slurry, manure and straw. She will deactivate straw because I don't think I'll be putting any more through it. This month we have our two big sunflower fields to do. A canola field and I think it was a soybean field. They're going to take a... I can climb up here and jump the rock. Yes, on the other hill, this way. So, 4 fields. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we're gonna probably skip a bit of it. Otherwise, this will end up being a 2-hour episode. Which I don't actually mind, but I think the people trying to watch it might. So 7,800, I'll throw in 2 more, I'll throw in 3 more. Solar collectors, they're not getting $600 a month, I think they're averaging maybe 300 if we're lucky. But they'll help offset the cost of all the productions going in. Whee! So here's the back end of our sunflower field. Not quite sure how I'm going to show all of the harvesting and then... Ooh, we can replant those big fields this month too. You might see the start of it and the end of it, I'm afraid, because back to the... It'll be a 2-hour episode or more if I show it all. I think that's our canola field just there in the distance that we need to harvest too. I had a look at bakeries. And aside from a stupidly modded one, all of them spit out bread at about the same rate. So we're just going to leave that chugging away and occasionally put flour into it when it needs it. However, we do have a really cool dairy here somewhere. And I don't see any reason for it not to just follow this chain. It also helps that it's only 35,000. I think that should be enough room. So there's our nice cool dairy. Drop in the milk. And Oh, I need to check if cheese or butter will sell better. So cheese tops out at 5,900 a couple of times a year, which is pretty good. Butter's only 2,900. Okay, the production point management isn't quite where that is. So 480, 3 to 2, 15 to 13, 5 to 10. I think cheese will come out on top. So we'll activate cheese for when I can bring some milk over. And we'll store it so that we can try and pick the best times to sell until I get sick of selling it, and we'll set it to auto sale. I will see you over at the sell point. No, not the sell point. The pickup point. Then we'll go to the sell point. Okay, we got the front trailer selected. I may as well try and grab the oil if there's any there on the way past. And I was thinking I wouldn't need to worry about doing any more flour, but until I can, well, I probably never will put in a pig feed production, I'll need to keep producing a little bit of flour so I can keep up with the chicken. I have chickens on the brain at present because I want to collect their eggs. The pig food production coming out of the flour mill. Maybe I can dedicate one of the smaller fields to wheat or sorghum and just have that, because they only take 4 months to grow, and just keep feeding the chickens, got it right, or the flour mill, depending on who needs it more. That'll hopefully keep the pig food coming along as well. Yeah, I don't know if all these will fit. Yes, we can double stack. Okay. Okay, I'm expecting about 150,000 out of all this. Just wait for that oil to sell and move forward. Sell, 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 sell. Between the tomatoes and strawberries, they take forever to process. Oh. I know, 170,000. That's really good. Like, really, really good. So... Can I afford a harvester or just a baler? And what's in the sale? Well, we could definitely get a small harvester, but I don't want a really small one. 180, 160 might be even better. It's only 43,000 for the grain header. Oh, they're the two sizes I already have. Yes, I want the biggest one I can get. That looks alright. Now it's starting to push the price. 260 horsepower, it will hopefully be okay. I don't think we can afford to go much higher. Okay, 185,000. Because I don't need a header for it, I'll just buy it and deal with the consequences later. Probably should have checked the sale first, but ooh. There is a baler in the sale, only does 150, but silage and normal grass. Don't have the money and can't take out any more of a loan right now. Yes, I know I should be harvesting. I need a little bit of money though, so we'll grab these chicken eggs that have been on my mind ever since I started the episode for some reason, and get them sold, because that will let me buy the baler that's in the sale, and I think that's just about all the equipment I'm gonna need for now. Bigger tractors will come once we start to make some money. Might just hop out quick and see how the chickens are doing on feed too. Not great. And I don't have a magically hidden tractor over there. So this one can go. Luckily I still have a heap of sorghum in the trailer. These only held 9,000 litres of feed. 6 and 3 is 9. Hopefully it doesn't use any more than 3,000. No, we're good. I'm not sure I'll be able to empty this trailer out enough to actually use it as part of our harvests though, because that would have been cool. The crop in here is just about ready to harvest too. I suppose if there's only a little bit left, we could drop it into a silo or something. Like, that would be the sensible thing to do, but hey. Okay. I wonder if this will hook up to those other trailers. Okay, there ought to be a nice grain header just over here. I think I dropped it off. This looks pretty cool. This will most likely do us for the rest of the series too. Big chunky wheels on the front. Oops. It's back here. I think this can take a larger grain header too. So if we can save up a measly $100,000 or so, I might look at upgrading or getting a bigger one, at least for this header. Harvester. Bullet rotor 9670 STS, plus it's a John Deere. Now from memory, our build that we need to harvest is way over here. I know I've wasted a whole 10 minutes talking. We'll just have to sort it out. So unlike last month when I had heaps of tractors free and could get the field done quick. Before we go too far, so this wheat will be ready next month, and the canola will be ready next month. That makes things simple. What we're going to do is harvest both of those fields next month, and then join all three of these together as well. That's what's happening to these three once I get the sunflowers harvested this month as well. So that reduces the amount of work we need to do. There's only a canola field, I think, past the hill. Obviously it's blocked. There's a canola field past the hill that we'll need to harvest and replant this month. Otherwise, then I suppose we've got to replant all those three fields once they're joined. Yeah, that increases the amount of work again. Damn. I do believe it's going to be a busy day, and no, I'm not going to show everything that happens, because just doing one field takes about an hour. Anyway, I need to go sell this stuff, then get my plough across here and try joining up these two fields to see if I can harvest them as if they were just one field. That's right, the eggs are on the back. And we'll sell the honey too, because I'd really like to buy that baler. Oh, 20,000, mostly eggs, but a little bit of honey as well. I was thinking we could put another beehive in just there, but I sort of need to save me money to get through today. Yeah, that can go in too. Yeah, since we're here, we'll do some... no, we won't do some. Where's our silos? Our silos are over the other side of the map. While he goes over to the silos, we'll go get our plough. So I've never tried this, but we're on Mars, we're brave explorers. It will be a perfect time to find out if this will work or not. And I just had a horrible thought that the plough might be wider than the gap between the fields, but it's not. Looks pretty good. They were bad sunflowers anyway. We'll take it up for the harvester to unload into. Luckily, or unluckily, soybeans is a pretty low yielding crop. Because of that, I think these three fields, the canola, wheat and soybean that we're doing, might need to have a few runs of soybean in them to try and build up to our 800,000 litres, because 80,000 would be way too simple. Okay, I need to hop in the harvester. A, because we haven't seen it. And B, I probably need to check the courseplay settings on it. Stop when it's raining, all that looks good. The tractor part of it. It can turn off the field. Stop while unloading is good. Combine self-unload activated. And straw swath activated. Okay, it should be good to crack on. It's only at 35%, so I doubt we're going to get more than 1 and a bit loads off the field, although that's 15,000 litres a load now. I need to go find my other combine and get it into this massive field and make a start on it. Okay. Unfold so I don't get yelled at. Will it pick up both fields as one? It does. Ha, that's awesome. It's only picking up 5.8 metres. I suppose 2's only 1 or 2 extra up and down, and well, since I'm not going to show the whole lot, I don't think that will matter. Because, wow, this is going to take a long time. 52 minutes and 43 seconds plus unload time, and turning at the end of each row. Yeah, this should be no different than as if some irresponsible person, like me, has driven through the field a few times and just wiped out the crop. Just hope it doesn't stop, lift the tool, then put it down again. Nope, keeps going. Awesome. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that.
In the town on the hill where the apples grow, the church bells ring every hour or so. I took a little walk just to see the ships coming in. The sun rose up right above the highway. Black, blue, red, yellow, golden skyway. It's like the day that you jump into the wind. I can't go back down to that water again. These old muddy shoes keep on walking streets. Someone's bride buying Egyptian sheets. The window display of some little store in town. And there's my reflection against the morning light. Hello, Mr. Ghost, Mr. Skeleton White. You better comb your hair, you better wipe that George clay off your brow. You better stand up straight, man, these people hardly recognize you now. Lord, carry me like a sailing ship. Comfort me before I slip around the dark side of the moon. All this spinning around hurts my head. I just sit here lonesome for you. There's a million things I would rather do instead. takes a lot to change where it might, and I know it takes a year to see the warm summertime. But I'm made of nails, man, made of tombstone and tall, tall trees. But a tombstone fades and the nails will rust. The tall oak trees, they all turn to dust. A little every day, it's so slow you can't even see. I guess I'll try to find another thing to be. Lord, carry me like a sailing ship. Comfort me before I slip around the dark side of the moon. All this spinning around hurts my head.
Okay, well, it has been a crazy couple of hours. We've got most of our field ploughed and joined together. Well, all of this field ploughed now. It's joined together. Ploughing the I think it was a soybean field right over there. It's been a while. And I've extended this field slightly. And by slightly I mean about a half a field extra. So just throw a little bit of lime on. Probably shouldn't turn around and I should pay attention, but gonna do soybean in this field, I think. I haven't driven around the outside of it just yet. I just want to do that so I know how big it is compared to the other fields. Alright, got a bit more lime and a drink. So we've soil sampled all of the field, including this extra bit. What else? Not much else has happened really. It's just been doing this field. This has messed up all my auto drive course now, as well as the one I had going between the fields up there. So I'm going to delete the whole lot of the auto drive course and put it in again from scratch. However, knowing where all these big fields are going to go, plus the ones around the outside of the map, it should make it a lot easier and probably a lot quicker to do. So I've got it going through a couple of spots where the fields will actually end up being joined up. As you can see, or as you saw, the other field over there has been expanded even further. So I put a nice field in behind the water reclamation, and the silos just past that. No idea what that big building is there. Oh wow, we have trees on the ridge. How cool do they look? So only the front ones, they pop up really quick. As I was saying before I got distracted by trees, sweet. Well, that's going to make it hard to plant another row of trees around them. The original back ones look like they popped up too. We might have to drive up there and have a bit of a look. So I'll put this sort of really long, weird shaped field in here. Then drove the tractor up the hill, so I'll try and get it down. Sorry, I'll try and get it down without driving off a cliff. It's only a small difference. Before I kick this off, actually I can generate a course and that'll show us the field anyway. So I've called it Grain 04 and it comes around where the vehicle parking lot was that I don't use because it's just too far out of the way, and beside where the where the pigs are. It's a fair chunk. It is 5 hectares nearly, which makes it the 3rd biggest field after grain 1 and 3. So we'll get a course started and get the lime going to 3 headlands. That's fine. Yeah, we want it lined so that I can bring the planter over like I just mentioned and get that started. Alright, I think now might be as good a time as any to grab this baler. Random foil colour can be on. That means it will change as we go through. Alrighty. Okay, disconnect this one. Get it out of the way. So I'll take the Valtra over to our planter, or seeder, whichever way they go. We'll get this one started because this is the smaller of the 2 units. So hopefully the Massey's good enough to pull it up the bit of a rise there. Yes, it's picked up 7, 10 and 13 as the field. Sweet. And the little extension I did out to the side. So to see how long that's going to take. Only an hour. So we're going to throw corn over here. Do 3 headlands. So yes, because of this field and all the extensions and joining up the fields, almost half of my auto drive courses are now messed up. I'm going to put up with it for the next episode that I record, which is going to be recorded straight after this one, in fact. But then I think I'll throw out a special episode either before or after a standard one, and I'll record me redoing all of my auto drive courses. Different trees have different growth rates. Pretty sure they were the first 20 we put in. I might have gone back that way for the second 20, I don't remember. But these look like the skinny trees that I had to start with. Yeah, so these are the pines that I put in at some stage. They haven't sprouted just yet. But these I put in last episode seemed to only take 1.5 months. Because they sprung up about midday-ish. And here's the row that I did 1, 2 episodes ago. Okay, so these have been in for, wow, a long time. 3 months now. There are strange intergalactic symbols down there. So a really long field in the distance there, still being done. Gee, how about we jump into fly mode and go for a quick check. So that was the canola field that we did this episode. Then our 2 sunflower fields were over here. And finally the soybean field. So we've joined this one, oh, that one, to make a pretty big field. I haven't gone around the outside yet, but I'll do that before next episode and just see how big it actually is. The 3 fields here on the other side of it, 2 of them will be harvested next month, and then I'll join that big field up too. Over there is the new field that I've created. It ended up being called Grain 4. It's also our currently 3rd biggest field, but I'm pretty sure this one here is going to eclipse it. It was only about 5.6 hectares, and this one here is going to be close to 7, with the extension down the end there. Plus the extension there, it might actually come in at our biggest field, I think. That's going to do it for this really long episode. Well, for me it's been about 6 hours getting all these fields done. For you, hopefully about 40 minutes. The planter over there is going to finish, and then I need to roll the field. I need to ignore that very far field, but I might as well get the roller going in our new oat field here, because it's finished and it needs to be rolled still. Don't think there's... oh, that's right. And I need to roll that field when we finish. I wonder how much a new roller is. Alright, I'm going to sell these clothes. Don't really need 2 rollers. Not really. Alright, I'm still going to sell those clothes and take our pig food over to the pig pens. I'll wait for these planters to finish and get these fields rolled. And that's going to be it for you now. For me in an hour or 2 more. Yeah, so it's taken a day to do this. Next episode, lots better. I'll catch you all in the next one. Welcome back everyone. It looks like we've reached the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment if I've done something or you think I should try or do something else. I hope to see you all again in the next episode. Back in my box. I know, I said I was going, but if you've ever watched any of my videos, when do I actually do what I say I'd do? So this is all the equipment I either don't want, don't need, or have replaced. Got our tiny cultivator, barely worth repainting. How can the paint be damaged if I've never used this? Our trusty sprayer that did really good for a long time. Our stupid flatbed trailers that I haven't replaced yet, but I'm about to. Okay. 100,000, 110,000 for all of them. Although it sort of detracts a little bit because I repaired and painted most of them. Still got about 80 grand. Okay, it's time to go Well, we saw the baler. I bought a new cultivator because the other one was like 4 or 5 meters. This one's 8.5. And I'll buy a trailer very shortly. Aside from that, now we really are done. Catch ya.